How do you expect to become your ideal self if you're not doing anything to become your ideal self? Like, if you're doing the same thing day after day after day, bed rotting and doom scrolling, and you're not allowing yourself to have these new experiences that will lead you right to where you actually want to be, what are you doing? Like, how do you expect to get any of your goals accomplished if you're not leaving your comfort zone? Like, I don't know, your comfort zone, it's comfy, but it can often keep you very stagnant. Really, like, you need to allow yourself to do new things. You are allowed to leave the house. You are allowed to try new outfits and new wardrobe styles that you've never tried before. You're allowed to try new hairstyles, things that you feel drawn to. You're allowed to get up and do hobbies. You can get off your phone. Like, it's a reminder to me as well. But you are very much allowed to do whatever the hell it is you want and whatever you feel drawn to do. You do not have to stay stagnant. You do not have to stay in a life that doesn't suit you. You really don't. This is your life. If you feel you have no exit and that there are external factors keeping you stuck where you are, you can accept those things. You can learn to... It's tricky. It is a tricky situation here. But I don't know, you can't... Ooh. If you have people in your life telling you things that you don't quite align with, but you love them so you listen, you shouldn't be listening to everything and taking everything they have to say to heart. Even if you love them, it doesn't matter how much you love them. Your thoughts and opinions are more important than anyone else's. Really. I don't know how else to say that. Like, babe, this is your life, not theirs. They can do whatever they want with their own life. You have all the power to do whatever you want in your own life. This is your life. Just like this is my life, and I'm doing what the hell I want with my life. Even if my friends and family disagree with something that I'm doing, I don't give a fuck, because this is my life, you know? And you should be the same way. It took me a while to get to this point where I care more about my own opinions and perceptions on my life than other people's. I spent most of my life living for other people, 333, and people pleasing and doing things purely to make other people happy, regardless of how it makes me feel. And once you drop that, biggest life change. Seriously, like, you have to listen to your own inner compass. Your intuition is more real than you probably think. And your intuition is never anything negative or harmful or anything like that. Your intuition will be the most loving, caring, nurturing voice in your head. Not in a crazy way, but like, girl, don't you have like a inner monologue? Because I sure do. And we have all these voices. We have the voice, our ego, telling us that it's selfish or self-absorbed to care about yourself, to care about your appearance, to care about the way you feel in your own life. It is not selfish to care about how you feel in your life. It is not selfish to focus on your mental health. It is not selfish. Anyone who's trying to tell you that it is are completely projecting, first of all. But just because somebody else doesn't have the desire or the call to do what they want with their own life and to dress the way they want, and all they do is project their jealousy onto other people and things like that, that doesn't mean you have to. If your parents raised you to be anti-vanity, like it's selfish and snotty to care about the way you look, it's not. And this isn't just about how you look, it's about the things you do. Like, with that, you have to do the thing. You have to step out of your comfort zone if you want to get anything done. If you want to do anything, you have to do it. That's a big message that I say a lot, I guess. But if you want to get famous from the music you're making, you have to, one, actually be working on the music instead of scrolling on Instagram or TikTok. You have to create instead of consume. And you have to put it out there if you're trying to get noticed and famous. And you have to put your art, your craft out there if you want it to get noticed. And you have to put yourself out there if you want to get noticed. Because none of these things are going to happen if you're just wishing and hoping. You cannot just wish your life away. Wish and hope. You have to take the action. You have to take the aligned action. And this is a message to myself as well. You have to take the aligned action to get the things that you actually desire. To get to where you actually desire. You cannot just sit back and hope that it happens. Because it's not gonna. If you're not doing anything about it, it's not gonna happen. Your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings, mind, body, spirit, is how your manifestations happen, is how you get what you desire in this life. You need to follow those not all of the thoughts, not all of your thoughts. Some of your thoughts will come from the ego and it will be negative, and you need to love yourself enough that you can reparent and nurture your inner self and say, I don't believe that about myself anymore. I choose not to believe that about myself anymore. If you think you're ugly or something, you need to gently reparent yourself. And this is just one little example. Away from that notion of thinking you're ugly. You need to gently, nurturingly, sweetly, lovingly let yourself know that you choose not to believe that about yourself anymore. You choose to believe that you are beautiful, that you are worthy, that you are attractive and magnetic, and that you can achieve anything you put your mind to, because nobody is better than you, nor are you better than anybody, but we are all equally worthy of anything we want. Seriously, nobody is rich because they're better than anybody else. Sometimes maybe they're rich because they were born into it, but oftentimes they're rich because they had a vision and they went after it. They didn't sit back and wait and hope that they were going to get rich. They did something about it. They came up with an idea or a business venture or something, and they went after it. They took the aligned action. They followed the flow. They followed the calls they had to start that business, to contact that person, to walk into that bar one day, and then all of a sudden this business partner, the business partner they didn't know they needed, was there at the bar. Like, follow the call. It can be anything. If you feel called to go take a walk, go take that damn walk, because you might find $100 bill outside on your walk, or you might come across someone who is going to be so important in your life and you have no idea. Like, anything can happen when you just follow the call. You need to be doing the things you feel called to do. You cannot just sit back and hope that it happens when you're not doing anything about it. And girl, I have struggled with this too. I still struggle with this bad, but that's why I'm talking about this. Because we can do this together and become our dream, ideal, highest self together, because we're all supposed to be that. Like, none of us are supposed to be living a life that we're unhappy in. Nobody's supposed to be unhappy. We are all supposed to be happy and fulfilled and feel loved and love ourselves. Ooh, self-love is so important. I can go into that in another video, but you cannot wish your life away. You have to take the aligned action. You have to, and I struggle with discipline bad, but I am getting better, and it takes work. Everything takes work, but you have to allow yourself to do the things you feel called to do. If you feel called to sit in your bed all day, maybe you need some rest. But if you feel called to get up and draw a picture, but you would rather lay in bed and scroll on TikTok, you have to muster up that discipline and that I don't remember the word, but you need to muster up the courage to get up and out of bed and draw a picture that you feel called to draw. Because maybe that picture will get you viral or something. Like, anything can happen when you follow the call, okay? That's it.